Hey everyone, my name is James, and today I want to make a short video on a mod that you guys will unfortunately never get to try. Even I won't get to try it, and there will probably be nothing released about this mod ever again. But I think it's interesting as all hell, so I want to talk about it today. So the history with what I'm about to show you is a few years ago, there was a Terraria YouTuber named Hero who made essentially his own mod. And in his own mod, he used tools like UI scaling and target dummies, things that we now see in Terraria, years later. But he also had one feature that he kept entirely to himself, something that he only showed off once in a now removed video. But I think it's so damn interesting. I feel like this is something that somebody should start working on right now because I just think it looks so cool. So before I jump into what I have about this mod, I first want to give a little bit of context and a little bit of a better example of why I feel like this looks so good. So what we're going to take a look at is a few 3D buildings from Kurt0815 over on the Terraria forums. So he is known for making these 3D perspective buildings in Terraria, and they look really cool, and they actually use a combination of like background walls, painting, shading, and just weird, absolute trickery to make this look right, but he makes it look good. So when you actually jump into one of these worlds though, Terraria Help actually showed this off in a video, when you jump in to actually go onto that building, it's not actually that functional. You can only just walk around and kind of look at it, but it looks amazing though, but it's not functional. So what I have here are 3 removed images from this video from a couple of years ago showing what this mod was capable of. So the way I actually got these screenshots is actually from a Chinese forum where people had screen grabbed the video a couple of years ago and were discussing it a few years ago. And I just want to show you these images. They're not very high quality because I'll never probably get to see the video again. So this is all I have to work with. But these are interesting as hell. So I'm going to show these 3 images on a loop. And we're just going to talk about how cool this is and how I imagine it probably worked. So as you can see, it adds almost a 2.5D look to Terraria. And it just looks so cool. Like, I really like the way it looks. Like, you wouldn't want this all the time when you're playing, but if you had a switch that could turn this on and off, that would be amazing. Like, imagine having this big, giant, amazing house, flipping that switch and just seeing Terraria from a different perspective. It looks so cool. So how I imagine this was made is by using 2 different techniques, and this is just a complete guess. I don't do mods, I know nothing about mods, but I feel like I kind of understand how this one kind of goes. So what it's doing is it's using Terraria as almost like a window. So you take a picture of Terraria and you leave it there, and then you copy that image, put it on top of the old image, warp it slightly, and then there you have it. It's kind of like that. Like, it's weird to explain because they also shift the angle a little bit, but that kind of pulls the game in a little bit more, so that's reducing some of the resolution. But I don't know, man. This video was very interesting because Hero at the time was using dual 980s in SLI, if I remember correctly. And that was a very powerful setup back then. And even still, when he flipped this switch, it would only run at 30 or 40 FPS. It didn't really run very well. So I guess that kind of shows why we'll never see this mod and why it will never be brought up again. And especially just why it never happened, because it didn't run very well. But it's so interesting to look at. So that was the first technique. I feel like the second one is just simply some bump mapping, which is essentially just where you smooth out the side of a 3D isometric looking image. Once again, I don't know anything about modding. It's a complete guess. Just an educated guess. So yeah, there you go. I just wanted to show it off because I know that people will never probably see these images again. And I feel like it's a really interesting way to look at one of our favorite games. Right, well, I'm going to end it there. I have no sources to show you and absolutely nothing else to go off. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.